wonderful people. Today, we're going to talk about another tertiary scholarship that would really benefit you if you are eligible. Okay, so as we always do, we will talk about the application procedure. But even before that, we'll try as much as possible to get to know about the foundation that's awarding the scholarship. And then we'll talk about the eligibility criteria, application procedure, and all the documents that you require to make your application a success. All right, so let's talk about the Lights and Bells Health Foundation. Right now, the Lights and Bells Health Foundation is a foundation that has the aim of giving back to society. So they educate, create awareness, and support the upcoming generation to actually contribute to the society as well. So let's just get to know about the foundation quickly. So just as I stated, Light and Bells Health Foundation was born out of a long-held dream to give back to society and transform the way health is experienced in Africa. Officially registered in November and launched in January 2025, their mission is simple yet powerful, and they want to raise awareness, educate, promote health, support the next generation of healthcare leaders, and support sustainable healthcare infrastructure for communities. So they are here to change the narrative, to build trust, and to ensure that every person across Africa has access to quality health care they can rely to. So you can see their values, you can see the mission and the vision as well. Very simple about our session, and I am sure that if you apply for this scholarship, yeah, you would be in the right hands. So now let us look at the scholarship guidelines. Right, let's look at the scholarship guidelines. So this is a tuition support scholarship that the Light and Bells Health Foundation is offering. So there are three categories of tuition support or assistance scholarships designed to empower the next generation of healthcare professionals across Africa. Now, this include the G&G Tuition Support or Assistance Scholarship. Now, this is for students pursuing medicine at any government institution. Two students will be awarded. There's also the JSI Tuition Support or Assistance Scholarship. Now, it's for students pursuing nursing at any government institution, and two students will be awarded too. This is the Vision Tuition Support or Assistance Support Scholarship. Now, this is for students pursuing other allied health programs such as pharmacy, physical therapy, public health, and more at any government institution. So these are the scholarship guidelines. So to ensure fairness and transparency, you have to review the guidelines, and I'm going to help you review these guidelines. Now, application deadline must the application deadline is December 19, 2025. Now, your application must be submitted by 11:59 p.m. on West African time on Friday. That is December 19, 2025, right? So late or incomplete applications will not be considered. Now, these are the application requirements. All required fields on the scholarship form must be completed. Applicants must provide accurate and verifiable personal, academic, and institutional information. Now, this is the award details. Each award recipient will receive $100. Now, the award amount will be paid directly to the recipient's university or institutional account. Now, payments to personal accounts will only be permitted under rare circumstances, such as when a school's policy does not allow direct deposits. I hope you understand that. I think it's self-explanatory. Now, all applicants will be notified of the selection outcome by Monday, January 12, 2026 via email. Now, recipient obligations include beneficiaries are required to share a testimonial on how the scholarship supported them. Now, this will be covering the school fees, improving academic focus, or providing peace of mind. It depends on how the scholarship affected you anyways. The testimonials may be submitted as a short video entry that is 1 to 2 minutes or a written story via email. Testimonials will only be shared publicly with the recipient's consent and will be used to inspire future students. So let's go back. I think you understand how everything is. So simply put, there are about 3 scholarships under this opportunity, right? There are 3 categories. We have the first category, which is for medical students, the second one, which is for nursing students, and the third one, which is for health allied sciences, right? Yeah, so like pharmacy, medical imaging, Medilab, and all that, right? Great. So now let's look at the scholarship application, right? So this is if you want to apply for the scholarship. So the LBHF, that's the Light and Bells Health Foundation tuition scholarship support application form, right? So you put your email in here. Let me do that and let's get to the next uh, thing on the list. Great. So the next thing we have here is the section. This section is where you actually put in your personal information. Okay. So the full name, you have to write your full name. Now, the full name should be in this format: your surname first, your first name, and then your middle name. Okay. That's important. Please, since this is going to be very competitive, I would request that you follow the rules strictly. Okay. The instructions strictly. Don't do anything that will make your application not relevant to the organization. Great. So the email address, have to make sure that you enter a valid email address. Now, let me talk a little bit about the email address. Sometimes organizations see your seriousness through how your email address is written. So if you'd actually see this, you can see something like your name at something something.com, right? Great. Now, the beautiful thing is sometimes you see some applicants use some weird names for their emails. You know what I mean? Some very weird names. You see something like the girl who can at gmail.com. It's not professional. Or you see something weird, those weird things. Yeah, I know you know that. Like the big cat at gmail.com. Or you see something like weird girls at gmail.com. Or you see something like spicy tips at gmail. You see, all those things are not professional. So if you want a professional email, you can make it your name and maybe a number. Sometimes email would request you add a number for distinction purposes, right? So you can do maybe Patience Asare 24 at gmail.com, something. And that is okay. Do you get it? Great. So that's my comment on the email. The other thing you have to add is your phone number, the country of origin, and your current address. So let me do that and let's go to the next thing or the next item on the list. So the next item is the academic information. So you have to fill it, and the information you have to put there is you're currently enrolled university, college, polytechnic, or any other recognized tertiary institution. Bear in mind that the institution should be public. Okay, so you put the name of institution there, the area of study. So maybe your question is, how will they know the distinction between the scholarships? I mean, where do you get to say that you're applying for this category of scholarship or that? It is this area. Do you get it? If you'd remember, when we were talking about the categories of the scholarships, I did talk about one that's for only medicine students, one that's for nursing students, and one that is also for health allied sciences, right? So yes, you get to choose. Okay, so you choose your area of study. If it's medicine, you put there; nursing, you put there; other, you also put it there. Now, your field of interest. Okay, so you put in your specific area of passion or intended specialization within your field. So if you study medicine and surgery you want to do, you put it there. Internal medicine, pediatric nursing, pharmacy, public health, etc. You put it there. So your country of study must be there. Your level of study, your current year must be there, and your current CGPA. And if you've previously volunteered in a healthcare or medical setting, you put it there. And if it is yes, you provide a summary of your volunteer experience. That's more or less like an essay. You put it in there and make sure that you make the story very impactful. Don't just talk about it was stressful, it was nice, it was this, it was that. Let them know certain things you contributed to. the healthcare community that you volunteered in. So let's say you did an internship at a hospital. I wouldn't necessarily call that a volunteer experience, but I'm sure you could actually put something like that there, right? Maybe there's something you volunteered to do during that internship period. It's all part. Okay, it's all parts. So sometimes you don't have to be too hard on yourself. It's how you write the experience that makes it valuable to the scholarship you're applying for. So the other thing is the academic achievements or awards, if any, if you have any, you put it there as well. Fantastic. Then you move on to the next. Okay, now the next part you have to talk about is your financial background. So that's when you talk about whether you are currently receiving any scholarships or financial aid. Please be truthful. And your estimated annual cost of education and living, you put it there. Then you describe your financial need and how this scholarship would support you. We have a support called the G.W.O essay builder. Yep, it's will teach you what to actually do and how to write your essay flawlessly. So you can check that out. I think I'll put it in the comment section and pin it so you can actually request for it and use it as well. Okay, all right. So you describe your financial need and then you move on to the next. So the next part is where you talk about your motivation and career goals. That's when you share why you've chosen the path that you spoke about in the other slide. Okay, so yes, so why did you choose your field of study? You put it there. What are your career goals after graduation? How do you plan to give back to your home country, your community? And describe a meaningful experience you've had during your studies so far. Please make sure that you tell the story so that it touches the heart. If you have any problems reviewing your essays, GWO is here to help. You forward it to us. We'll try our best to go through it for you. Please listen to this attentively. If we give you any instructions after reviewing your essays, kindly do it. Okay, kindly do it. We do not write essays for people. We do not write essays for people from scratch, but we help you structure your already written essay into something flawless. We can help you edit and restructure your essay. So let's move on to the next and let's see what's now, next on the list or next on the application form is any additional information. So, this is where you talk about the languages you speak and whether you have any research or clinical experience, then you describe it. Now, if there's anything else you'd like them to know about your background, achievements, or experiences that may support your application, you can share it here. So, this way, you can talk about extracurricular activities. And bear in mind that this is an organization that supports health awareness. Okay, that is into health and all that. So you try your best to make sure that whenever you are writing, when you write something there, you link it to health. That's a tip. That's a cheat code I'm giving you. You link it to health. You link it to health awareness. You link it to their mission and vision. Do you understand? And I think you're good to go. So let's move on to the next and see what we have here. Bear in mind that there is nothing compulsory here as well. If you don't feel the impulse to share anything, which I wouldn't recommend though, but you can skip. So let's just move on to the next and see what we've got there. So on this next page is where you put in the references. Okay, so this way you put in the references. Now this is how you're supposed to do it. You provide the contact details. Okay, now it includes the name, the position, the phone number and email address of two academic or professional references who can be reached for questions about your character, achievements, or potential. So if you have any mentor, any academic reference that is someone you look up to or who knows you and can testify about you, you put their details in that order. Let me say it again: the name, the position, the phone number, and email address. Then you move on to the next. I think this is very compulsory. Let me just put anything in here. Great. And let's just move on. So the next is supporting documents. Okay, so you have to upload all these required documents listed below in one file. In one file, okay? Great. So you put original copies only. So you scan the original copy and you put them in one file. So the file includes your acceptance letter from your institution, your transcript, your student ID, government issued ID and recommendation letter. Now, the supported file types includes PDF, docx, GPJ. Now, how do you do that? Okay, when we say you have to upload just one supported file, you need to. I wish you could go to an IT personnel, but if you can't, when you get it scanned, when you get your document scanned, you have to put them in just a single file. So it's like a single PDF containing your acceptance letter, your transcript, your student ID, government issued ID, and recommendation letter. If you have a problem understanding this particular concept, don't hesitate. Let us know in the comment section and we will re explain that to you. But then, if you click on or if you open the PDF you're going to upload here, it should contain all these documents. That's what it means. Okay. Then afterwards, you just submit, right? You just submit and then you're good to go. So, this is the end of the application. Very easy, very simple. And I don't think you should hesitate to actually apply for this if you are eligible. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, so we are back on their website again, and you can read several other things like health awareness, health education, and also contact them if you have any questions as well. Okay, so you can contact them if you have any questions as well, guys. I think this is how far we would actually go concerning this particular initiative. Well. I wish you all the best. And when you apply, if you're facing challenges, let us know. If you have any questions too, let us know in the comment section and we will be ready to help you. The link for application is in the description box. Make sure that you subscribe and please share. When you subscribe, you get unlimited access to any other opportunity that we post. In fact, you would receive a notification so you can check it out and see if you are eligible. Guys, see you in the next video. If you have any requests or recommendations for us from G.W.O as well, let us know in that comment section as well. Guys, see you in the next video. Bye bye.